Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Xavier Yates here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, guys, I just want to give out some quick tips for beginners on Amazon FBA. Simply because I've had quite a bunch of people asking me, and I just decided I'll make a really quick video, be warning you guys of some things you need to look out for and some quick tips that are really helpful when starting out. Okay, now the first thing are the reviews. Now, when you're on your Jungle Scout Chrome extension, the product research tool, obviously, you're going to see in the top right corner the opportunity score, and there's going to be several columns. One's for reviews, one's for the seller ranking, one's for the estimated revenue, one's for the brand name and the weight and stuff, and others, specific details. But let's start off with the reviews. Now, some people say it's okay to, when you're looking at the first top 10 to quickly analyze the market for this specific product, they say look at the first top 10, and they say it's okay to have, if they have 200 or 300 reviews, like if majority of them have that. Absolutely no, that is not okay. If 3 to 5 of them have 300 to 500 reviews, that is absolutely insane. It's extremely competitive. If you even try to jump into that market, you're going to waste your money. You're not going to make any money because you are just starting off, and it's going to be a complete waste of your time, and you're going to be extremely dissatisfied. You do not want to go into that, and even especially with thousands. Well, I mean, obviously with thousands, if you see any thousands in there, just know that they're dominating they're dominating the market for that keyword, and it's going to be extremely hard to get into, especially if you're just starting out. So when starting out and you look at the first top 10 to 15 people on Jungle Scout, you want to see between 75 to 50, and obviously lower. If the reviews are lower than that, it's even better for you. But you don't want to go any higher than that, simply because it's going to be too competitive for you to starting out, because you'll have no reviews at first. So keep it between that 75 and 50. Now, a lot of people, they start off with, okay, I'll do that, and then a couple days go by and they haven't found a product yet, so they kind of bend the criteria a little bit and say, let me stretch it to 100. Then they say, let me stretch it to 150, 200. Next thing you know, they just bought a product that's extremely competitive and they're not making any money off of it. So you don't want to do that. Stay motivated and focus, guys, and I promise you will find a product. Okay, so that's the thing with reviews. The second thing is the revenue. Now, so let's say the reviews are decent, they're good. And the next thing you want to look at the revenue sources. Let's say the first seller is making 15,000, and the second one's making 2,000. That's a big red flag there. And the third one's making 5,000. You want them to be all steady. You don't want them scattered all over the place, like 10,000, 30,000, 3,000. You want them to have around the same ballpark of estimated revenue, like 20,000, 19,000, 22,000, 23, 26. You want them to be around the same ballpark of money, simply because it helps you analyze the market better and see how that everybody's making money, and not just specifically one seller is taking all the revenue and taking all the customers away from everybody else. So that's another thing you have to look out for when analyzing competition and analyzing a product to determine whether or not it's worth investing into. Now, the next thing is going to be now when you guys are looking at products, don't just look at the first top 10 to 15 just to quickly analyze the market. You also want to look, go lower down and go on to the next page too, just to get a more in-depth look at the actual at the market and see what other sellers are making too. But other than that, the next thing is the brand name. Now, let's say let's give an example. Let's say you're looking at diaper bags or something like that, and let's say you click the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, and then within the first top 10, there's a brand name called Diaper Express, and you see their brand name 3 times. Now, that's another big red flag. That means that they are private labeling their products, and they're already dominating that market, most likely, and they have customer loyalty, most likely, and they have credibility in that category, and they're most likely known. So jumping into that, it may be a little difficult, simply because somebody's already dominating that market and they're private labeling their products. So you want to look out for that too. It's okay if they have maybe 2, but if it's a different product. But if you see at least 2, click on their business page and go to their storefront and see how many products they list for that, because they're most likely dominating that, and they know exactly what they're doing. They probably have tons of products. So if you jump into something like that, it's gonna you're gonna waste your money too and waste your time. I mean, if you know what you're doing on Amazon, It's not that difficult, but if you're just starting out and you don't have, you just have the bare bones basic knowledge on how to, selling on Amazon, it can be a little bit difficult in that kind of situation. But other than that, you want to have 75 to 50 reviews. You want the revenues, the estimated revenue for all the sellers to be around the same ballpark, and you want all the sellers to be different. You don't want to see the brand name listed multiple times within the first top 10. Okay, guys, so those are a few quick tips, and I tell people this, and they end up sending me a screen cap and saying, hey, is this good? And then the first thing I see is like 1,000 reviews on one of the sellers, and I tell them, no, you cannot do this. I understand, sometimes it can take quite a bit of time to find a product, but use merchant words, use Google Trends, use everything you can, use all these free resources that you possibly can to find a product, and that I promise you will find one. Just give it a week or two to spend, dedicate as much time as you can to finding a product. Finding a product is the most longest part of selling on Amazon, but once you get over that hump, everything else is a lot smoother and easier from finding suppliers and everything like that. So once you get that out of the way, I promise it'll get easier. That's the most important part, is finding a product. And a lot of people, like to bend the criteria and just end up just not even going off of it anymore. And then next thing you know, they have a super competitive product and they're not making any money off of it. This is a business, guys. This is an online business. You have to treat it exactly like one and take calculated movements. Because if you just mess it up, you're just wasting your time. You just wasted your money, and you'll be extremely dissatisfied and unmotivated to even start it again. But those are some quick tips. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are just for completely new people for Amazon FBA. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll be making a ton of other videos. I'm a lot better than this one. This is just a quick video because I had a couple people ask me already, and I just wanted to make this for them and other people out there too who are new to Amazon. So hit the subscribe button and like, guys, and stay tuned for tomorrow. Take care, guys.